Alright fellow YouTubers, now I've spared you the boredom of watching me spray a base coat, sorry, primer. I primed it with just a basic grey primer, and now because I want to do a hairspray technique, I'm going to put a layer of the paint that I want to wear down to so it looks like it's chipped and scratched. Sorry about the dog in the background, the neighbour's it's going crazy. But anyway, this is what I'm going to be using. Vallejo Air Black Brown. So I've already sprayed it onto the rear sprocket. You can see that's the colour, so it looks pretty nice. So basically I load up this air compressor, start the air compressor up, load up the airbrush and blow this popsicle stand. So I won't bore you by doing the whole tank, I'll just do some and show you how it looks. And please, I'm no expert at the airbrush either. Make sure it's coming through nicely. Alrighty. I've seen this technique done before where you chip down to the colour you want to with this airbrush, sorry, with the hairspray technique, and I really think it looks great, especially obviously don't want to go overboard. I think less is more with weathering, but that's just my opinion. And oops, that's why you want to put the lid on, I guess. Now this Vallejo Air product seems to be very good. You don't need to mix anything, it's just put it straight into the pot of the airbrush and away you go. But I'm not too sure about the quality of this airbrush of mine, but every now and then it clogs up, but it's alright. Seems to go on pretty fine as well, this paint, which is good. Now, I'm no expert at the airbrush, so if I'm doing something wrong, oh well. Should look alright when I'm finished. You might notice this half of the hatch is missing. That's because I kept flipping it upside down to check the electronics and it just cracked the mechanism. Oh well. And this is pretty much drying as soon as I put it on. Today here in Australia it's we're pushing 40 degrees and it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's pretty much dry up there already. Now, I think the Russians weren't really known for their spectacular paint jobs, so I'm not really worried about if it's perfect. It's not a show car going in some competition, so I think when I'm finished it should look pretty awesome though. I wish I thought about this hairspray technique for chipping with my King Tiger. Pretty much saw it when I finished. It's pretty much loaded up like that, and you're ready to rock and roll. So I'm just trying to get this super long barrel into the shot here. It's so massive. I'm kind of doing it for the viewfinder as well, so it's pretty difficult. But anyway. So what I'll do, I'll finish her up, and I'll show you how. I put this paint probably on about 1 minute ago, and it's already pretty much drying up. The more I use the airbrush, the more I start to really enjoy it. Just the level of control you have with it is compared to a regular spray gun is heaps. So with this, I just really want to get into the parts where obviously there'll be most wear onto the tank. But I'm just going to spray the whole thing anyway. Interesting to see how far this bottle goes as well. It's only a small bottle, and because I've bought 3 little bottles for the top coat, I'm pretty sure that'll be more than enough. If I have left over, it seems to be a good excuse to get another tank. Doesn't take that long at all to paint one of these huge 1/16 tanks in airbrush. Pretty surprised actually. This paint's great. Comes on so thin and but covers so well. No bubbles, no runs. It's pretty forgiving, especially for a beginner like me in this in airbrushing. Sorry for going in front of the camera, guys. Sometimes I forget to look what I'm doing. So that was pretty quick. That was probably all of 5 minutes, and the upper hole and turret is done. Sweet. Okay, that was quick. Lower hole time. So I don't need to go too crazy down here. It's basically the parts that I'm going to try and rub back with the hairspray technique for chipping, so sorry about that in front of the camera. But I guess it won't hurt if I go over the whole thing anyway. Maybe help with the pre-shadow effect, or not too sure what it's called. So I'll finish it off and I'll show you. Okay guys, so that's how she looks. All painted, ready for the dose of hairspray and the top coat. Then we can start on the chipping effect, so more to come.